Hi everybody, this is Aviva. You're going to have to forgive the noise that you hear in the background. I have painters here preparing to paint the exterior of my house, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, so I hope that this records and doesn't cut me off because I got help from Steve, who told me to download this thing and then run this thing and it would clear up all this stuff, and so I gave it a whirl. We'll see what happens. I didn't make a video last week because my kids are home from school and my big girls are home from overseas, and I'm never ever alone. So today I am, finally, and I wanted to be in touch and see how you all are. I am not a happy girl. This is week 31. I've been gaining and losing the same 4 pounds for 2 months straight. I'm currently on the gaining side of the 4 pounds. I think the last video I made was 214 or 2.14.4, something like that. Now it's 218.4 again, which is what I was back in May on my 5-month anniversary. I was 218.8, and 2 months later I'm 218.4, and I'm pretty upset. My 10 pounds a month thing is over. 60 pounds in 7 months instead of 70 pounds in 7 months. My chance of reaching my 80-pound goal for my birthday, that's in 6 weeks, kaput. How can I lose 18 pounds in the next 6 weeks? I don't even think it's possible. As for restriction, I don't feel like I have any anymore. I had those 2 defills, and now I feel like my portion sizes have grown and my hunger is ever present. There are things that I still throw up, and I blame that on myself for eating too fast or whatever my particular thing is. But overall, I feel like I can eat anything, and I am eating anything. And like I wrote on Facebook yesterday, I felt like I ate 500,000 calories yesterday, and I know I didn't, and I did work out, but it was still way more than it should have been. They were all horrendous choices. The protein was low, the carbs were high, the fat content probably high. I can't even keep track anymore. I'm not drinking enough water. I'm totally disappointed with myself, and the truth is that you know, I almost don't want to forgive myself, because I see lots of videos where they go, okay, I'm not going to get down on myself, I'm going to forgive myself, there's a bump in the road, a little stall, a little plateau. It's not. It's irresponsibility on my part. It's lack of focus. Like, I've been under a horrendous amount of stress, and clearly I'm not managing my stress well, because I'm letting the stress manage me. You're stressed out, don't sleep well. You're stressed out, don't work out well. You're stressed out, don't talk to your friends enough. You're stressed out, you're eating too much. Like, it's driving me mental, and I don't know what to do. It's not going to get any better. I don't know how to refocus. I don't know how to get back on track. I'm supposed to go on holidays soon, so I'm afraid to get a fill and then be like too full, and then like spend the entire week or 9 days on the road, basically sick all the time. I mean, maybe it's the right thing to do. Maybe I should overfill, and then I can totally just eat nothing, like I did that time that I had that 12-pound loss in 14 days. Sounds pretty good right now. You know, maybe I'll just eat nothing, and I'll be forced to eat nothing, and I'll just be on a liquid diet for 9 days while I'm out of town. Maybe that's the best thing to do. I'm so fed up. I don't even know what to do with myself. The good news is I'm back at the gym. My walking buddy, I've convinced her to come join. She's really enjoying it, and so we're motivating each other to go. We don't work out together per se, because then you slow down and you talk and you don't work out. So we spend time together, but we don't like, we meet up and we basically leave at the same time, but that's about it. We're just making sure that we're both there. And then I come home and I just eat everything. And even worse, because my kids are home, sometimes I go in the car and I eat stuff in the car. I don't eat out in restaurants because I keep kosher, but there's nothing stopping me from buying a bag of chips or a chocolate bar or something, and it's just getting easier and easier to eat and not feel full. And I know I'm talking around in circles, but I'm just really angry with myself, and I'm unforgiving of myself because this is all, it's all on me. I could have more restraint, I could have more willpower, I could have more control, and I'm choosing instead to succumb to my strain and stress, which is significant. I don't want to discount it that it's nothing, that it's, nothing. It's lots. There's a lot of strain on me right now. But it's probably not earth-shattering. And why am I sabotaging myself? I mean, if I am so stressed and I need to be strong and confident to battle the stresses, then why am I sabotaging myself so that I feel fat, useless, ugly, lazy, gluttonous? Why am I doing that? Why am I not staying strong and in control and managing and doing and functioning and being proactive and powerful? I'm going to be 40. I'm going to be 40 in 6 weeks. 40-year-old women have control of their appetites, for God's sake. Who the hell doesn't? Well, I mean, I know everybody doesn't, but why don't we? Why don't we collectively as a global community have control of the simplest thing like our own appetites? It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the truth is that if I weren't so angry with myself right now, I'd probably be crying. I'm not an easy crier, but I just feel really awful. I feel awful. And I feel angry with myself. I feel disappointed. It's been 7 months. It's been 31 weeks. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? Why, after 7 whole months, are my habits just the same as they were, or my pitfalls or whatever are just as strong as they always were, where a fight with my husband, which this has nothing to do with, a fight with my husband will send me driving in that direction, and B, a fight with one of my kids will send me in that direction, and C, issue with school or something that I'm concerned about in that regard will completely drive me over the edge. My mother was just in town. I just saw my sister for the first time in ages. She's got all my big clothes. She's big. I'm not as big as her anymore. And she's wearing all of my old clothes, and I'm looking great. And she was so overjoyed for me, and she thought I looked wonderful, and my mother had all these compliments. And I just feel gross. I just see that roll in my tummy, the one that's not the bottom roll, but the top roll, the one that after you've had 6 kids, it won't go away. Even if I sacrifice it to the gods, it won't go away. But it's all I see. I look at myself in the mirror. I don't see the size 14 or 16 that I'm wearing. I see the big bulge. It's I'm just angry with myself. And I don't like being bitchy. But that's what I am right now. But anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to hope that this recorded, because I certainly can't re-record it, because you can't rant twice. So I hope all is well with you guys, and God help us all. I hope we have a good week. Take care. Ciao.